What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing ladder using PEKKA Ram Rider. So this deck has been becoming, I would say, pretty popular recently. I've actually been seeing it a lot more than PEKKA Battle Ram in this meta. I'm not entirely sure why, but Ram Rider is really good on defense, obviously against air especially. PEKKA Battle Ram can sometimes struggle against air decks, but with the Ram Rider you have a really good answer against the Balloon. You see you have Ewas in the deck. There's a lot of people using Inferno Dragon, stuff like that. Mother Witch is so broken right now, and I think this is why this deck is overall better than PEKKA Battle Ram in this meta, because Mother Witch, one of the best cards in the whole game. I think it definitely deserves a nerf. In this deck, you're like always constantly applying pressure. Every single card in the deck you could use to pressure, especially like the Bandit, the Dark Prince, Bar Barrel, Ram Rider, you name it. Like Mother Witch too, really good on defense, but it allows you to build counter pushes for you because of the pigs it spawns. So before we get in the first game here, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support. It does mean a lot. So I'm at 7,200, a little below my season highest here, but I'm not really too concerned because there's still a couple weeks left of the meta, so we'll try to work our way back up. And let's go ahead and search for the first game. And the last thing I'll say is, if you guys don't want to miss any of my content, make sure to subscribe. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, see you guys when we find the first match. Okay, here we go. We found the first game. Didn't actually take long to find at all. No clue how to pronounce this guy's name. We'll just call him Z, I guess. Maybe Z-Wee. I guess that's what it would be. Z-Wee Blur? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not good with names. So we're actually going to P.E.K.K.A. Same lane as this Valkyrie. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, I didn't upload yesterday. I apologize for that. I just, yesterday was Father's Day. I was spending some time with my dad, so I didn't have, and I also streamed, so I decided, you know, I would take like a day break. And like I said, I would upload. I'm trying to upload 6 days a week, 6 to 7. So sometimes I might not upload. Probably on average 6 days a week is what I'll try to upload. Anyway, back to the game. This guy, I don't know what he's using yet, but we do know that he's got Poison as his spell. Very interesting. A lot of people are using Fireball. You see, I have Fireball. P.E.K.K.A, you remember, used to always be used with Poison, but Fireball is just so much better in the meta, which is why I prefer having it in pretty much every single deck, even Graveyard. So I'm curious to see why this guy does end up having the Poison. So let's see here. Let's go cycle a Dark Prince, I think. I'm kind of still trying to like figure out what he's using. I'm not sure yet. And we see a cage. So let's go Bar Barrel here. He's gonna Baby Drag. Okay, I leaked a little bit of an elixir there just to kind of see what he wanted to do. And if this is Graveyard, this shouldn't be that bad of a matchup because we obviously have the Mother Witch. I'm gonna Ram Rider knowing that he doesn't have a Goblin Cage in rotation. This is gonna force a Valkyrie out of him and a Bomber, but we're still gonna get it to the tower, which is really good. I'm gonna see if he goes for a Graveyard here. He might. I'm gonna go for a Bandit, kind of like this, just to get it to dash. And then let's counter the Bomber. I'm not too concerned about the Bar Barrel, especially because you already got some damage in the right lane. So we'll P.E.K.K.A now. I'm pretty sure this is Graveyard, and if that is the case, we should be okay, because as I mentioned, we have the Mother Witch, and as you guys know, unless they have Fireball with Graveyard, Mother Witch is such a nuisance for them, because even when they poison it and it kills it eventually, it's kind of too little too late. The Mother Witch already gets the value done, as you guys know. So he does go for the Bar Barrel. Do I want to load up with, let's go P.E.K.K.A, I think, in the left lane, actually. I think that's a little better. And then we're actually going to go ahead and Mother Witch here. I think he's going to Poison, potentially. We'll see. No, he's going to Bar Barrel. Let's support this push. Let's keep this Mother Witch alive. Try to make things annoying for him. We force a Poison out of him, which is fine with me. And this is kind of been a pretty slow game. He has a very defensive deck, so that's probably why. We just have to make sure that we're being patient and we don't go too aggressive, but as long as we have Mother Witch and cycle, I think we'll be fine. So I'm gonna Dark Prince. I bet you he might Graveyard here. Maybe not. Wow, he's playing this very, very passively. He hasn't gone for a single Graveyard yet. Gonna Ewiz, and then I think let's go for a Mother Witch here. He might go for, let's kind of see what he wants to do. I'm going to P.E.K.K.A to block the bridge because he might try to go for a graveyard because our Mother Witch is out of cycle. This could value Fireball. This is a very, very, very kind of like slow defensive game. We're both playing pretty conservatively, but I just want to because I don't want to be too aggressive. And we already have a small lead, so I just think there's no need to rush things. Oh, P.E.K.K.A now. He might finally go in for a graveyard because he has to. I mean, he's still down. He's gonna go for a baby dragon. Not play a graveyard yet, though. He's still being patient. We are gonna continue to keep our Mother Witch in cycle. Here we go. This push is gonna be annoying for him. And we should get that Ramrider to connect. No, he has a Tornado. I don't actually think he's used that Tornado all game. I could be wrong. Tornado isn't that good against the Ramrider, though, so I don't blame him. So as long as this graveyard doesn't literally take our whole tower, we win this game because we do have Fireball, of course. So we are able to get the win. I have to say, pretty close. I think he played that very well. He played that so defensively. He only went for one graveyard that whole match because, as I said, Mother Witch is so good against it, so we didn't even... That's why you don't need to have the poison in P.E.K.K.A when you have the Mother Witch, because it takes care of the graveyard for you. But yeah, I have to say, like, I think he played that pretty well because that's a good matchup for us for sure. He just played really solid defense and didn't allow me to get much damage except, you know, except with some spells. And then I think we got a couple other of our support cards to reach the tower. But anyway, let's go ahead and search for the next match. Okay, here we go. We found a game versus PT God. So we'll give him the good luck and see what he's using. I played against him yesterday and he was using Expo, so he might still be using that. Ice Wizard comes down. So it's Ice Bow. That's what he was using yesterday, so I assume that's what he has again. Bandit forces a Tesla out of him. Okay, the Tesla is going to be very, very annoying. It gets a lot of value against the Ramrider. And on top of that, I think he's got... I don't know if he's going to rocket this. We'll see. I had to play it, though, because I didn't want to play a P.E.K.K.A. So, leaking a little bit of elixir, I think that's fine. I'm not going to play a Mother Witch in the back, though. I do not want him to rocket that. I'm going to have to play that higher up. I'm going to Band-Aid here. Hopefully he can dash on the Tesla. No, he goes for a Knight. Let's Dark Prince. We got to keep up the pressure here. Here we go. Let's Ramrider. He's going to have to rocket. That's fine. Oh, he missed the rocket. Oh my gosh. You hate to see it. For him, he hates to see it. So he completely wasted 6 elixir. Probably thrown off by that Ice Wizard slowing it down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. That could win us the game right there. It's not over yet. If he gets one Expo lock, he could of course come back. So we need to make sure that we're playing good defense. I am going to P.E.K.K.A though, because again, he just wasted 6 elixir. You know, let's play some cards, try to take advantage of that. And we're going to get a good value Fireball here. I want to Bandit to pressure a little bit, and then we're just going to Fireball the Tesla and the Expo, and we hit the Skeletons. Perfect Fireball right there. Let's go for a log like this. Or Bar Barrel to take that out. I mean, I said log because he logged too. I got a little confused, to be honest. Let's go for a Dark Prince here. Ice Wizard gets taken out, and things are just looking better and better for us. If he goes in for an Expo at the bridge, I'm going to P.E.K.K.A just right on top of it, like right on the face of the Expo. I don't know if he's going to, though. He might just play, like, defensive Expos. We'll just have to see. Let's go for a Ramrider, though. I think, again, we should just continue keeping the pressure up so he's unable to rocket cycle our tower, and on top of that, he won't be able to go for an offensive Expo, and I think if we do that, we should be fine. I'm going to Band-Aid here, and again, we're going to go for a P.E.K.K.A right at the bridge. You shouldn't really play it I see a lot of people do this where they'll sometimes go for like a P.E.K.K.A in the back. It's better to play it at the bridge because it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just, you don't really benefit from playing it back there because it's just going to get melted. And when you're playing it higher up, at least you're pressuring the Expo, which is good. I'm going to E-Wiz like this to make sure the Expo doesn't lock on. Let's go for a bar barrel like this. I'm going to bandit into the opposite lane. He lets that Expo go, so now look at this. He only has a couple hundred damage on our right tower, and we have taken half of his tower, so we're still in an amazing position. We still got to watch out, though. Be careful. I'm going to go for a P.E.K.K.A to protect this Dark Prince, and then I'm also probably going to... I'm going to see. I think I'm going to do Bar Barrel. Oh, bad rocket. He was trying to protect the Expo, but it already got taken out. So we can actually Mother Witch in the back, knowing that his rocket's out of rotation. And things are just looking better and better for us. We don't need to worry about fireballing the right lane, even though we know we have less damage on it. I just think that at this point, it's pretty much impossible for him to win because he's going to have to cycle 3 rockets, and I don't really see him doing that in the given time. I mean, it's going to be really hard because he not only has to do that, he also has to defend simultaneously. 1 rocket does come down, though, and just like that, he probably needs just a couple more. But as I said, look at this pressure on his tower with the pigs, and I just think there's no hope for him at this point. I'm gonna bandit. He tries to go for like one last effort. Good bar barrel, though. We hit most of the skellies, and that's gonna be GG. So that missed rocket at the beginning of the game 100% cost him the match. Had he not done that, and if he didn't take as much damage in the left lane, I believe it would have been significantly easier for him to, you know, rocket cycle. But when we have that massive, you know, lead, it's just impossible for him to come back from the most part. So there we go, 259th, working our way back up to try to get back towards our like season highs. So let's go ahead and go into the 3rd game. Okay, here we go. Got a match versus Yahoo or Yahoo. I probably am going to cycle Mother Witch in about 10 seconds or so. I just wanted to see if he wanted to do something. There we go. We'll Mother Witch. Mega Minion usually is like... It could be RG, could be Golem, could be Lava Hound. I mean, something like that probably. We'll go Bar Barrel. Oh, it could also be Giant Temple Prince now that I think about it. Skelly Drags come down. We're going to go for a Fireball on top of the Skelly Drags. And he's going to take this damage. Okay. So it's Lava. Lava's not a great matchup. Or it's not as easy as when you have the Inferno Drag variant. We don't have the Inferno Drag, but I still think we can win. I feel like what we need to do is apply a lot of pressure here and just ignore his push in the opposite lane. So we're just going to Dark Prince here. My guess of what's going to happen is it's probably going to be a tower trade. That's just my guess, though. We'll see what happens. I'm going to E-Wiz because I know he can't kill an E-Wiz. But if I played a Mother Witch, he would just Fireball it, obviously. So there you go. We take his tower. And as I said, he's going to have to defend. Yeah, like, I mean, because that would have 3-crowned him. So that's good there. Let's go for a Mother Witch like this. We're going to space it out so we can't Fireball both the E-Wiz and the Mother Witch. And look at that. He is going to go for the Fireball on the Mother Witch. I'm going to pressure with a Bandit. Goes for the Tombstone. Let's just chill. I was thinking of bar barreling it, but I'm not. Let's just save Elixir. I'm going to P.E.K.K.A. And then I think we're going to try to build a push. His Tombstone's out of cycle. We're going to Ram Rider. I'm going to hold off on the Fireball for now. I'm going to see if we can take it out with an E-Wiz and just the Ram Rider alone. We'll see if we can do it. I'm going to Dark Prince, knowing he's probably going to play Barbs. There they are. Let's go for the Mother Witch. Ram Rider reaches the tower, and look at these pigs we're getting. P.E.K.K.A, he might go for like... No! The balloon got a hit. GG. I didn't really think the balloon was going to get a hit, but the fireball was not enough, unfortunately. So that's your first loss. As I said, without Inferno Drag, it definitely is harder because even though you have the Ramrider against the balloon, you kind of need it to like apply pressure. So when you don't have it, honestly, I probably could have played it. I probably could have played it on defense maybe when he went for that Lavaloon balloon instead of playing it with the PEKKA. Anyway, found our next match here versus DG. Let's go Skellies. I'm gonna wait and then just Mother Witch at the bridge. Magabinion. Magabinion Skellies. Oh wow, aggressive push on his M. We're getting a Ramrider down. I don't know if that... Nah, we need the Fireball because of the Rage. We'll Bandit this. Barbaro would be enough, but Bandit gives us counter push. You can see he's going to have to defend that Bandit. I might go for like Skellies. Expected him to play it in the middle, because it doesn't fully counter it where he played it. Let's just go for Dark Prince like this. We'll Mother Witch. Let's see Dark Prince. Kind of a strange balloon deck. I haven't seen Lavaloon in a while, and he's got it with Dark Prince, so kind of a interesting variant for sure. I think Iwa is our best option here. I always want to save... Let's Bandit with this Iwas to apply some pressure. Barbell this. See if he has like a freeze or something. I doubt it, but I was ready just in case. Let's PEKKA now. We still have our Ramrider. He has no Lumberjack in cycle, so I doubt he's going to go for a balloon push right now anyway. Dark Prince here. And then we'll try to bait out a Fireball. If he Fireballs an Iwas, I'm going to go for the Mother Witch right after. Chooses to go for arrows. Oh my gosh, he just missed the Fireball. What? We're pressuring really hard now. He's probably going to get punished for that, for missing that Fireball. I was right. That should be tower. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can't miss a Fireball like that and then defend, especially because not only did he miss the Fireball, but like when he does that, then I can play Mother Witch right after with the Iwa still on the board, and it's just too much for him to handle, so we overwhelmed him really easily. So yeah, nice win there. Very, very strange deck. You can see Ramrider very, very good against that balloon, especially even easier when they don't have that Lava Hound with it too. Yeah, let's see if we can make it back to 7,300. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I find the next game. Here we go. We found a match versus Urbake. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's an Italian name. Because I know who this person is, so I know he's Italian. I just don't know if that's how you pronounce it. We'll go for Barbell here. Fisherman usually means RG. We'll see if that's what it is. And yeah, I think it's RG. I think the key in this matchup is trying to save our PEKKA for the RG, and then if we don't have the PEKKA in cycle, then it would just be the Ramrider, obviously. I have to PEKKA there to save our Iwas. And it's fine. It's going to force a lot of elixir out of him, and we still have our Ramrider in cycle. I had to do that because if he got too much value out of that Dark Prince and the E was died, I would have had to spend so much elixir on defense, and then he might have gone for an RG after, so it was just the best thing for me to do in that situation. I'm going to Ramrider like this, and then we're going to Dark Prince to see if we can help, like, whittle it down. The RG definitely will, I think, get a couple hits on top of the tower, but overall, that could have been worse, and if you look at that, the Ramrider actually dealt a good amount of damage on top of his tower, so that it's not even the end of the world. One more hit? No, unfortunately we don't get it. Not bad, though, at all. We can go for a Bar Barrel just as the cheapest thing here to defend this Mega Minion. And we should be up, I think, like 1 or 2 elixir, because he went RG, which was 6. We defended with a 5 elixir Ramrider, so... And then we both went Dark Prince. I'm gonna cycle my E-Wiz. Oh, now we can Mother Witch, because you just fireballed that. Okay. That also just continues to get reset. I say we P.E.K.K.A here. And then we're getting a really nice fireball here. Pig spawning. He might have to fireball this. Oh, this is not good. This is not looking good for him. Look at this Mother Witch. Yep. Now we E-Wiz because he just fireballed that. He has to go for Dark Prince. I think I'm going to probably play a P.E.K.K.A in front to protect everything. And he's going to go for an RG, aggressive into the opposite lane. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend now after that RG. We'll see. And I'm fine, obviously, with him getting a little bit of damage. Bandit's getting tanked for by that pig. And he just used his Fisherman. So we're going to pressure here into the opposite lane and then just go for a Bar Barrel on top of his Fisherman. Ramrider connects, and we are getting pretty close to being... Oh, not a good Fisherman. He tried to... I think he wanted to pull the... It's just going to get perma-stun now, I guess. Alright, that's game. No way he can defend this now. He's super low on elixir. Just fireball, finish out the game. There you go. Not that bad. I would say not that bad of a matchup. I mean, we have, you know, we have a couple good answers to his RG, and I think, like, the defense really is just a struggle for him, because, you know, just the cards he needs to support his RG, he can't support it with because then he can't defend our pushes, so it puts him in awkward situations. Also, I think it's easier because he had Dark Prince. If he was using RG E-Barbs, that would definitely have been easier for him. So I think we'll do that as the last game of the video. Not bad. We ended up winning every game except one. We won 2 here and then lost to Lavaloon, and then we won a couple good games here. So a lot of different, you know, a lot of variety of decks here. Beat Graveyard, Expo, lost to Lava, which I think I could have won. I don't think I played that perfectly. As I mentioned, I should have used my Ramrider on defense a little more, and then some weird Loon deck, and then a popular RG deck in the meta. So, not bad. Wanted to make a video on this P.E.K.K.A deck because, as I said, it's kind of being used, you know, I wouldn't say it's like trending a ton, but it's being used more frequently for sure, I think, the last like week or so. So that is going to be it for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what video you guys want to see next. RG is just so broken in the meta. I could do another video on RG. There's a 3.0 RG cycle deck that doesn't have, it has, I think, like Skeletons and Heal Spirit in it, or Skeletons and Electric Spirit. It's 3.0. Has the Mother Witch, but it doesn't have E-Barbs or Dark Prince. It's kind of like just a very fast cycle one. I could do that, but I'm trying to think of like what decks that are good in the meta I haven't done a video on. There's so many, like, there's definitely variety in this meta, but there's definitely like 5 or 6 decks that are just like way better. I could also do E-Giant. I guess you guys just let me know. Make sure to like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if not subscribed already, and thanks again. Until next time, guys.